Hey folks, Chris once again, welcome back to another video. This is another request this time from Brock. And he wanted me to talk about an episode of The Haunting Hour. Now, I don't know why I went, but The Haunting Hour. And this episode is titled Alien Candy. Now, I have like, I think 6, 7 These in The Haunting Hour in my movie collection. Now, we'll get them out, but they're buried. They're in the back, so I couldn't really get them out. And I like this episode. I do think it's a really good episode. It's basically about this kid who played Fredley in Diary of a Wimpy Kid, so that's a pretty funny but kind of fun bit of trivia for y'all. But he's much younger in this, and he has a friend. And I think it's Indian or whatever. And they're talking to each other, and he was reading this book about aliens. And this bully asshole kid shows up and knocks the kid down. Spills all the nuggets that the lunch lady was given out, was passing to the students. And these two bigger kids hear the argument, and the kid leaves the alien book on the floor, and these two big kids come give it to him. And then they tell him, "Hey, we want to be a part of our club or whatever." And the kid's like, "Nah, I'm not." And they're like, "Well, we'll give you some candy or whatever." No, I'm not, okay, I don't remember what they said, but we'll give you something. It's like, okay. So they drag him. Well, they don't drag him, but they take him to this dark room in the school, and they give him this sort of, I guess, candy, whatever, called alien candy, so there's a title. And he eats them, and he starts feeling like he's drunk, or he's passed, or he's woozy, or whatever. And then he becomes addicted to the candy stuff. And his friend tells him, "Hey man, what's been going on? You haven't answering any of my calls." And he's like, "Leave me the fuck alone." And then the kid tells him, the Indian kid, I forget, Walt, that's his name, the main kid, that's his name. I can't remember the name of the Asian kid, but Walt tells his friend that, "Hey, I'm part of a club, this alien club," but the two big kids said it's a secret club, so they're not supposed to tell. He's not supposed to tell anybody, but they tell him, or he tells him, and for some reason he tells that to the two big kids that he told his friend about the club, and they're like, "Get out." And then there's this get a close up of the big kid. The girl's eyes are like black, and you're like, "What the fuck's going on here?" But then the next night, while the kid's sleeping, the two big kids show up to his house, which I had no idea how the hell his parents didn't even expect anybody to walk into his house, let alone kids this big. And they turn into aliens. So the two kids are aliens. I'm sorry, I know it took till this long to get to the plot of the alien thing, but I wanted to spice it up a bit. But they're aliens, and they basically hold the kid down, take a bite of it, and they literally bite one of his toes off. And they don't show any gore or anything, obviously, but it shows the aliens like, It was a creepy ass scene. It was scary. It was fucked. What's funny is they banned wrestling. They slowed down the violence in wrestling, and that's all just punching and shit. But you can show a kid getting his foot eaten by a fucking alien. I don't know. But this is a pretty creepy and probably the scariest scene in the movie. And then they leave. The kid wakes back up next morning, goes to school. He goes to get changed, and his toe, and it's on camera, so it's his toe literally missing. It's his pinky toe missing. I'm like, that's weird. That's pretty gross for a kids show. But then one of the alien kids show up and they tie his shoe, and she's like, oh, so it's like, and the alien. By the way, the practical effects on the aliens look really good. Look really good. Look really scary. Really gnarly. Really cool. I love the look of the aliens. So then, so then the alien kids capture the Asian kid, and then Walt goes to rescue them. By the way, the boys make a comeback a couple times in this episode, but they don't really do much. They put the kid into the trash can, but he comes right back out. But, yeah. But they basically, the Walt and the Asian kid, his friend, he wakes him up and they start fighting the aliens. This is where the episode gets really intense, where they're fighting the aliens. The aliens look creepy as all hell. And then Walt figures out their weakness is salt. Basically, they're giant slugs. So they throw salt at them. The aliens melt. And they go into this mixing pan with a bunch of and they're basically mush. So the mush goes into the mixing pan, and then the lady comes, the kids leave, and they basically mix the chicken nuggets stuff with the alien mush, and then the next day they serve the chicken nuggets to the kids, and then one of the kids like, that tastes a little weird. Is her chicken nuggets special today? And then the kid finds one of the bits of the aliens and the chicken nugget, and the kid's like, ah! Boom, ending of the episode. I love this episode. It is a great one. One of my favorites. Definitely creepy, definitely freaky, definitely out there. But it was great. I was in love with this episode. It was great. The acting by Walt and the other kid was really good. He was a great lead. You liked him a lot. He was such a nice little boy. The actors playing the two grown up kids / aliens were pretty good. The bully was a piece of shit, but he was okay. But yeah, that was Alien Candy Haunting Hour. I loved it. Definitely another great episode. Definitely recommend it if you're a horror fan, you haven't seen it. And let me know what you think of the episode down below. Thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.